Okay, today I'm going to tie a Willie Gunn Tube fly, and today I'm going to use some aluminium tubes. So just start your thread kind of where you want your head to be on the fly, and just run your thread down the body of the tube. So I'm going to use some Willie Gunn holographic gold mini flat braid for the body. So just place it up, and what I'm doing is I'm pulling the mini flat braid down past where the head is, just to make sure everything's nice and neat and tidy. And just run your thread back up again, up to where you started it. So I like to add a wee bit of glue or varnish on the bodies, just to be sure to give it a wee bit of extra strength, and to make sure nothing slides down on you. So the first couple of turns are pretty tight, and just slightly overlapping turns. So when you get to the point where you've tied in, this is where your head's going to be. So and a couple of turns to secure that in, and then snip off the excess, like so. Okay. So I'll have some bucktail that's already been mixed up here. I'm just getting the ends how I want them. So what I'm doing is I'm pulling them out and realigning them, and just making sure I'm happy with how that's going to look. So to put this on, I'm kind of measuring for length. So I kind of want it just over twice the size of the body. You can make it longer if you want, you know, just go longer, but something around there would do me. So what I'm doing is I'm putting it on, and I'm just working the bucktail around the hook, and then I'm going to use my thread to bring it round. See how it's bringing the far side round? So one or two nice tight wraps just to secure, and then what I'll do is I'll just have a wee look to make sure I'm happy with how the bucktail has went round, and I can see there that it's all the way round. So at this stage, I want to secure that bucktail in. Bucktail can be quite slidey, so a wee bit of glue down the thread. And a couple of tight turns going forward to secure. So that should be it nice and tight, and I'm just drying off the glue. So I'm going to add in some gold flesh as well. And I'm just spreading these out, so one on top, one on bottom, one wrap to secure, and then another 2 bits for each side. that's it in. So again at this stage I'll just add a little bit more glue just to make sure everything is nice and tight. Again, just run it down your thread so you can control exactly where the glue is going. Just taking off on the excess glue, and that'll take away all the bulk. Okay, so everything should be well secured there. I'm just going to trim the flesh to roughly the same size as the bucktail. And I'm not trying to be too exact. Okay, so at this point I like to trim off, so a nice sharp blade, and I'll trim off all the extra bucktail here. And these little bottle tubes have a flange on them, so you can get a really nice clean cut against the flange. So I have the camera sitting in front of me here, and trying to do this with the camera in front of me is actually quite difficult. But you get the gist anyway. Just work your way around, take your time, and make sure you get them all off. There we go. So, and again, just where you've cut that, another wee couple of wraps of thread of glue on it, just to seal up any ends. There we go. Okay, and we're going to add some jungle cock. Just strip off those wee side feathers that you don't need. And then just check the positioning and a loose wrap just to secure, and you'll be able to have a look at top, and it looks good. So again, another wee drop of glue down your thread. And that's that nice and secure, that's going nowhere. And a wee whip finish. So to finish the fly in, I'm going to use a bit of Glow Bright and give it that nice bright shiny red head. So nice touch and turns. Take off your excess and just check to make sure there's no white left on the head, and that looks pretty good. So at that point then, another whip finish. And cut away. And to finish your head with glue, and then you can add your UV resin to give it that nice clear shiny finish. And that's us. That's your Willie Gunn Tube fly finished.